Hello, hello, hello. What's all this then? A visitor to the island of Sodor?
Yes, sir. I am here on behalf of Mattell Industries.
Patel?
No, sir, Mattell.
Patil?
Mattell, say it with me. M-A-T-T-E-L-L.
Ah, Patty.
Oh, close enough.
Well, how can I help you on this fine day?
Well, I'm looking for your controller, as I need to tell him something.
Oh, I see. Well, sadly, he isn't around. And we couldn't find a model to use in Trains 2019.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry your bowler hat over it. I know. Let's take you to Mr. Conductor. He is in charge of Sodor while Controller is away.
Oh, lovely. He isn't in control of anything anymore.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry your top hat over it. Looks like the place that bloke at the beginning of the film said he would be. Titmus Sheds, I believe, or a version of it.
Now then, Henry, you steer and think about what you done. You know you were removed from the series in season 22 along with Edward and shouldn't be on Sodor. But sir, Edward still works on his branch line and you haven't said anything to him. Edward's got a much larger role, Henry, in this episode, and you know that. So you steer and you think about what you done. I'll come back later.
Conductor, is it?
Oh, my great Reverend Awdry, you did give me a startle up right there, so you did.
I do so apologize about that. But I am here to ask for you to collect all of the engines and gather them here. We have some important news to tell them, you see.
Oh, right, what's that then?
Well, Mattell have owned Thomas for too many years, and we've decided to take it in a new direction, look and feel.
Oh dear. I hope you're gonna keep the old, the Reverend Awdry legacy going. Keep it at least relatively real.
Well, as you are aware, in the CGI series, there was a lot of hullabaloo about whether Thomas should be made into CGI, but we did take great care in getting the original models recreated into CGI. However, with our latest venture, we will be changing the complete look of Thomas. We've even got plans to have him jumping off the tracks, being able to do spins in the air, and jumping.
So, basically what you're telling me is that you're gonna take the complete historical accuracy and intelligence out of this beloved children's series and turn it into something that's utter
magnificent. That's right, Mr. Conductor. So I want all of the engines gathered here very shortly to announce the new look. I'm sure Thomas will appreciate it.
I'll gather them here, but I can tell you one thing. He ain't gonna appreciate it.
Oh, mind your hands. Blimey, they're cold.
Morning, Percy. Lovely day.
Oh, yes, Thomas. And by the way, Mr. Conductor wants to see us all at Tidmouth's sheds. I've not a clue what for, but I've heard it's very important.
Okay, Percy. I'll head there just after I drop these passengers off.
I will, just as soon as I've dropped these cows off at the farm. I'll head straight there. Bye, Thomas.
Morning, Farmer Colin. Hey, Thomas, you gotta go to see that bloke about something or nothing. Yeah, I'm on my way after I deliver the passengers.
Why are we all smiling? Everyone knows that this is totally and utterly ludicrous.
Be patient, Gordon. You never know. This might be a good thing. I very much doubt that, Henry.
I demand silence. Now, if I may all have your attention, I will now reveal to you the Thomas the Tank Engine revamp. I think you'll agree it's a much better improvement. I think it is. I mean, who needs historical accuracy, passion, and inspiration to restore and conserve history and steam engines? Not me.
Oh, yes, because that's much better. Ach, no.
The indignity!
That doesn't even look like me. As Awdry's first creation, I would just like to say, you little. I think we can safely say that we don't like that. I think most of the fandom won't like that. That takes everything that Thomas was designed to be out the window. But don't take my word for it. I'm just gonna let one man say his opinion. And I think that will say everything.
No one has more of a say than Mattell.
Oh, I think they do.
No.
Hello there, Babs and Babettes, and welcome back to the S.B.E channel. I hope you enjoyed my little intro story there. It took a while to edit and get right, but I hope you all liked it. Now, the Thomas the Tank Engine Season 25 Disaster Reimagining is something of a hot topic among Thomas fans and steam enthusiasts as a whole, so I would like to give my thoughts on this thing. Reverend Wilbert Awdry was born on the 15th of June 1911, and in 1945 he published the 3 railway engines. This was the first book Awdry would do, but by the time he stopped writing in 1972, he had written 26 books. Not only was Reverend Wilbert Awdry a great writer of children's stories, but he was also an avid steam enthusiast. He was a key figure among many of the heritage railways in the UK. Obviously, one of the famous ones is the Forest of Dean Railway in Gloucestershire, where I had the privilege of going to and taking a train ride. Sadly, I did not see his dedicated train, which is the train Wilbert, which resides at the Forest of Dean Railway. He was also chairman of the Heritage Charity there as well. So his name is quite big in regards to steam engines and conservation. This isn't something that he missed out of his books. His books actually tried to encourage children to be interested not just in steam, but in history. That's why Sodor seems to have stayed time-locked. Supposed to represent a bygone era where steam engines ruled the rails. Now, obviously, one of the reasons that they've done this is to try and appeal to a younger audience. So we're probably talking in the brackets of looking at that illustration of what it's going to look like. I would say between 1 and 4. But I was watching Thomas the Tank Engine, crikey, pretty much all of my life. Very, very young I started watching Thomas the Tank Engine. And I fell in love with the characters. It teaches you something. Even the old Urkel toys that they used to sell, the die-cast metal ones, were detailed, and it would give you the history of the actual engine on the back. It was really high detail stuff. It was intelligent. It taught something. It gave inspiration for kids to go off and, explore what steam engines are. And a lot of heritage railways would say that Thomas had a huge influence on their survival. Because of that. And I'm not saying if you haven't watched Thomas the Tank Engine, it means that you can't like steam. I'm saying that it's been a massive influence on people. If, a lot of people can say that they watched Thomas the Tank Engine, it got them interested, wanted to get involved, wanted to know more about what these types of engines were. I know that certainly was the case for me. So, with them dumbing it down to this level, Mattell, what are you doing? The reason I think, one of the other reasons they've done it anyway, is the fact that they can now sell merch. Because it does come down, I think, a lot to the merchandise. I don't know what Hornby or any of the big railway model companies are going to do with this, because most of them try and make Thomas look pretty accurate. How are they going to make a model of that new version of Thomas? They won't be able to. It would look... I can't see a collector or a railway modeler wanting that type of design. So I would just say, no, I don't like it. Basically, I think it's not intelligent, it's not good. Awdry would not want it. I can't see him ever wanting something like this. I mean, we've seen in the video clip I used of him saying no. I mean, that was how he reacted to Henry stopping randomly on the railway in Henry's Forest. And he hated the inaccuracy. That wouldn't happen on the actual railway. And that's the thing. It comes back to the accuracy. And Thomas being a cartoon that can jump up and down, wibble wobble. I could tell that they were going for this thing when I saw in the CGI version they started to have the bodywork moving. So when the bodywork was moving, I was like, oh, here we go. I could kind of handle the bodywork moving, but I was still a bit like, awful. So no, I don't like it. I don't personally think Awdry would want Thomas being turned into that, and I don't think a lot of the fan base was asking for it. So that is basically my opinion, and it's a shame. It's a shame. I do dedicate this video to Reverend Wilbert Awdry, and also his family, including his son Christopher, who he originally wrote the books for when he had the measles. But I shall see you all shortly. The next video I'm hoping to get up will be of Titanic Honor and Glory gameplay, the most recent demo. That is on request, who I will be thanking in the video. But for now, I will say tatty bye, enjoy the rest of your day, stay positive, keep calm, carry on. Toodles!